The stock market keeps soaring to new records. How much credit should the president take? And how will the GOP tax plan affect Wall Street? An expert joins us live after the break.
We're now one huge step closer to delivering to the American people the historic tax relief as a giant present for Christmas.
President Trump expressing optimism the GOP's tax plan will be finalized by the holiday. Lawmakers now in the process of turning two tax reform bills into one without losing much needed Republican support.
And joining us now with details on the impact of that tax reform bill is financial advisor Michael Ruggiero. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me back.
Boy, there's like so much to absorb here when we hear about the taxes. And, you know, people think taxes numbers. I don't know about you, but Ray, for my eyes kind of like glaze over like a lot of people. Where do things stand right now?
Well, right now, they're trying to reconcile the bill between both parties, so nothing has been finalized at this time.
So people shouldn't freak out by all the news over the weekend, just yet?
Just yet, yes, that's correct.
Well, now, as far as the tax plan, you know, let's talk about the stock market. I mean, at the end of the day, the stock market has been going up. I mean, how many record days have we been looking at?
Well, the Dow reached 24,000 for the first time the other day.
So is that in any way, you know, in connection with the GOP tax plan? There's a lot of negative press on this tax plan, but then you look at the Dow going up. So are they connected in your opinion?
I believe so, yes. There are so many reasons for this. As far as the GOP tax plan is concerned, yes, corporations like this, they're getting a tax cut. Interest rates are still low, and what's happening is that this allows businesses to operate freer, to hire, and to operate more efficiently.
But there's a lot of concern that quite possibly this could be like a bubble, and so people might want to jump in and they might want to start investing now. What would you say to them right now? Stand back and watch a little bit more, or get in?
I don't think so. I don't see anything out there as far as a recession or a bubble is concerned. GDP has been growing at 3% or more quarter over quarter, and everything that is associated with GDP is right in line. Whereas in the mid-2000s, GDP was doing well, but it was inflated because of what was going on in the housing market. There's no financial boogeyman out there, if you will.
I'll dispute that, because this GOP tax plan is going to add to the deficit $1 trillion. So my question to you is, some say the deficit affects our economy, some say the deficit doesn't. Your opinion?
Well, everybody's going to have an argument for either side of this. I mean, they passed the health care bill, and that was another $1 trillion, and the market, while it improved and it did well, it was still a little choppy. From a pure business standpoint, a corporate standpoint, and what it means to the market, I would disagree, and I would say that I think
they don't care about the deficit.
They don't care. Business doesn't care about that.
All right, let's talk about this bill that was passed late Friday night, and we're talking about a number of things that are in there. But in particular, you want to talk a little bit about this alimony issue, because that affects a lot of people.
This is big for us divorced folks.
You know, it's interesting. First of all, if you're divorced, you're fine, even if this goes through, because you get grandfathered in. But this is a big topic that nobody's really talking about. And basically, as it stands right now, if you get divorced, the person paying gets to declare that as a deduction on their tax return. The person receiving has to declare that as income. If this goes through, that all goes away. So if I have to pay any type of alimony, I don't get that deduction. And if you are receiving it, you don't have to declare it as income. And this is going to throw the courts into a frenzy as far as how to decide on what is fair and equitable for individuals. And it's just going to, attorney's fees are going to probably triple, because they're going to have to bring in actuaries, they're going to have to bring in accountants to figure all of this out.
So the attorneys win here.
And when it comes to divorce, they are the only ones who win.
The attorneys win, and the judges are going to have to adjudicate accordingly.
It will change rulings.
Yes.
Michael Ruggiero, thank you so much for coming in this morning to talk to us.
Thank you very much.